times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, shout out.
3 times real, that's why my name's Trill. Three times real, that's why my name's Trill.
Hey, put your hands up, come on, put your hands up, put your hands up, now I hop on the scene with some banging dope beats with a top notch.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is what's next for Billy Joe Saunders. Last night, he retired after the 8th round by staying in the corner, not answering the bell for the 9th round due to an eye injury. He performed pretty well in the fight. Some people saying he should quit. Some people, I don't know. People have their opinions on what he should do next. If you were advising Billy Joe Saunders, what would you tell him to do, or how would you advise him to proceed with his career? Let's start one off with Trill Dollar Bill.
Reconstructive eye surgery. That's what he needs, you know. But no, you know what? I always said that I thought that to jump to 168, I don't know if he could still make 160, but I would love to see him go back down to 160. It feels like he'll be much stronger. And it seemed like he can do some damage if he can still make 160. I don't know. First, he needs to heal. He needs to put some ice on his face. That's what he needs to do first off. So I think that's what he needs to do. I don't know what's next for Billy Joe Saunders, but I would like to see him go down to 160 and this time face Boo Boo then.
Yeah, that's your advice. Go down to 160 and fight Boo Boo.
Why not? Go down there and face Boo Boo and end all those questions because people think you ran from him. You left us stranded at TD Bank North Garden. You know. So how about that? You run it back with Billy Joe Saunders and y'all do it at TD Bank.
I respect it.
I want that, Eddie. You get free tickets.
Fam, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, and make sure at least us four get free tickets. Immediate passes. You know what I mean?
All right, go ahead, Slippery.
All right, so I actually agree with Trill on this one. But I have two options for him. So that was my first option. But that's only depending on if his relationship with Eddie isn't burnt. You know what I mean? So if he hasn't burnt that bridge, try to negotiate that Boo Boo fight at 160. You know what I'm saying? But if Eddie's like, yo, bro, you almost walked on me the week of the Canelo fight in front of 70,000 people, we done, right? If that's the case, he needs to holler at his big brother Tyson Fury and see if he can negotiate something with Bob Arum, get on Top Rank because, I don't know if Frank Warren's going to take him back. This situation with the zone don't look too good with Matchroom. So he might have to go to ESPN if he wants to continue his boxing career, I mean, he could probably, I don't know if PBC would take him, but again, now it's like he has that one chip that he had was his belt. Now it's gone. So it's like, who even wants to fight you? You are, and he's a southpaw and he's slippery, right? He's a difficult fighter nonetheless, so now I kind of feel like Boo Boo has to take the fight because of his shirt. You know what I mean? So Boo Boo knew one of them was going to lose, So Billy Joe just lost. You're not getting a Triple G fight. I doubt you're ever going to get the Charlo fight. Why not, be like, hey, yo, Billy Joe, I'll fight you at 160. Billy Joe accepts, take that fight because I don't really see any more options for Billy Joe Saunders right now. So, yeah, so that's the two options is get that Boo Boo fight or holler at Bob Arum to see if you get that ESPN money.
All right, TBE.
All right, BJS. This is going to be different, but I'm going to tell you, you got to call Kell Brooks trainer and learn how you got to manage your care from now on. Because, you don't want to go back in here and get your other eye socket broken because your left side what was it? It was the red eye. Your eye socket is still healing. You don't want to get both eye sockets broken after this, and that's really it. Like you're either looking at retirement or you're looking at getting your face punched in because it can't handle the punishment from fighters no more because of what you dealt with last night. But go ahead, G. I'll give you that.
Well, why should he holler at Kell Brook's trainer if Kell Brook got both his eye sockets broken though?
Because Kell Brook's trainer
somebody else.
Because Kell Brook's trainer told him to not gave up on him. Was like, I gave him all the advice he needed to hear, and he didn't want it.
The second broken eye socket.
Yeah, that was after he was going to come to America and get slaughtered, and everyone in the world except a certain person's fans thought he still had it. When I say everyone, I mean everyone. From
everyone, yes.
From Eddie, but Trainer dropped him. Eddie dropped him. Sky Sports dropped him. Right there was Sky Sports, Kell Brook, and then Premium Sports 1, Kell Brook.
Yes,
the Premium Sports 1, Kell Brook came to America.
Still, Kell Brook's trainer was in his corner and witnessed it all, so he will be the most wisest person to ask information for it in this time. So I would say give that guy a call. And you'll find out what you got to do. Your next moves up.
So, for Billy Joe Saunders, we need to find out how serious this injury is, how long he's going to need to recover. I don't really know the extent of the damage that was caused in the fight. Hopefully, he can come back because even in defeat, to me, Billy Joe Saunders showed me more than guys who were fighting lesser opponents and getting wins. Billy Joe Saunders fought Canelo. He did his best. He won a round, maybe two, depending on how you look at it. And he did what he had to do. He gave Canelo Alvarez a better fight than Callum Smith. He gave him a better fight than Yildirim. He did better than some of Canelo Alvarez's past opponents. And for that reason, you got to salute Billy Joe Saunders. Now, depending on the extent of the injury, will determine what I think he should do next. If it's a serious injury, he needs to take time and recover. And when he comes back, he should have a tune-up fight because you don't want to test that eye against another elite fighter immediately. And I think that's what he can learn from Kell Brook. He doesn't need to speak to Kell Brook's trainer to learn that. You should just realize that, like, if you got a broken orbital bone, you don't want to go into the ring and it's not fully recovered, or you don't want to go into the ring with another killer. Now, if it's not that serious, it's just one of those things where it's a bad eye injury, but it will heal and the eye will be perfectly fine. He doesn't need to get any metal or any type of surgery on the eye. It can heal naturally. Then I would entertain Demetrius Andrade. If you're Demetrius Andrade and you can't get Charlo at 160, and you can't get Triple G at 160, then why are you at 160? Maybe it's time to move up. Maybe you and Billy Joe Saunders can meet each other at 168. There's still David Benavidez out there. If you're Billy Joe Saunders, you look at what Anthony Durrell was able to do with Benavidez and the success he was able to have with Benavidez for a few rounds. Maybe you feel like you can emulate that success and have the stamina to go the distance and get the win. Benavidez may be an option for you. It's a dangerous fight. Benavidez is a bad man, but again, his Achilles heel is a good boxer, and you are that. So there are options. Billy Joe Saunders, his stock didn't drop too much in my eyes. His antics, the way he behaved, the things he said, all those things came back to bite him last night, right? But you take away all those things, he put up a hell of a fight. He did a hell of a job. And I would love to see him get another opportunity. His fans, his antics, the baloney, the mind games, the trash talking, all that, you did it. I saw it. It happened. You got to own it. You got to take whatever's coming to you for that. But all that stuff aside, Billy Joe Saunders put up a hell of a fight. I would love to see him again. Just because Canelo beat him doesn't mean everybody else would.
Let them know, my brother. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. Don't forget, let us know how you feel in the comment section. It's the Boxing Bros.